Dellavedova's heave at the buzzer is no good. The first half comes to an end, and the top-ranked team in the country takes a 9-point lead to the locker room.
A great screen underneath by Dower created the lane and the opportunity for Harris to finish at the iron as he ducked in to his defensive player.
Zags fans are happy. Halftime score, number 1 Gonzaga 38, St. Mary's 29. Now we'll send it to Chris Cotter. Seth Greenberg with our Buffalo Wild Wings halftime report.
Thank you, Dave. Buffalo Wild Wings halftime report with the coach. Let's start at the match.
They score 27 points. Dower and Elias Harris, as tough a matchups as there is in the country. Here's Elias Harris. He has the ability to catch it in the high post, rip it through, and get to the front of the rim. Harris had a huge first half. And Sam Dower, coming off the bench, a fourth-year junior, the ability to push his defender up the lane to create space, does a nice job of targeting over the top of the defense, catches it, and finishes in the basket area. When you can bring a guy like Sam Dower off the bench, and he can contribute. Even the last play of the first half does a nice job of ducking in, occupying his defender, so Elias Harris can rip it and get to the rim. And then defensively, they did a terrific job of containing Matthew Dellavedova, especially on ball screen situation. Here's your 7-footer, Kelly Olynyk. They string this ball screen out. They do a nice job. And Matt Hart, probably the unsung hero of the Zags. Here's Matt Hart. He gives this Gonzaga team some toughness, his ability to fight through screens. Early in the season, they struggled defending the ball on the perimeter. Matt Hart, he doesn't show up in the box score. He shows up by helping the team win because he is a lockdown defender.
You know, we mentioned Kelly Olynyk picking up 2 fouls early. He finishes the half with just those 2 fouls. And his team right now with a 9-point lead going to the break. All right, well, coming up here on the Buffalo Wild Wings halftime report.
Great college hoops rivalry on display again here tonight in Las Vegas. The WCC Championship game. Welcome back to Championship Week, presented by Dick's Sporting Goods. Start of the second half, Gonzaga 38, St. Mary's 29. Dave Fleming, Sean Farnham back inside the Orleans Arena. And Sean, this year's WCC title game has that extra dimension, not just the great rivalry, the league title on the line, but the Zags trying for a #1 seed in the NCAA tournament. After the first 20 minutes, they look worthy.
Efficient basketball, 64% shooting from the floor while holding at the defensive end of the floor St. Mary's to just 18% from behind the arc. For the Gales to find success here in the second half, they've got to be able to knock down their perimeter shot. Otherwise, the Zags will run away with this thing.
And Gonzaga out in transition. You pointed it out very early on. When the Zags are playing free and easy, when they're out and running, they are a dangerous team.
Well, it all starts at the defensive end of the floor. About midway through this first half, it was a 1-point game, and all of a sudden the Zags said, we're going to lock you up defensively. We're going to hard trap Matthew Dellavedova and make somebody else beat us. And in doing so, they were able to get out on the floor and get transition points. A great job by Pangos laying out, stealing the ball, and then Gary Bell Jr. out in transition, running the floor hard. Kelly Olynyk with the steal on Matthew Dellavedova as they continue to try to trap and take away any offensive looks for him. And then this one, just beautiful teamwork. A little one-on-one, pass it back and forth. Explode to the rim, and the Zags are feeling good right now, and they should. I mean, you look at the numbers, and it tells you the story.
Yeah, the shooting numbers, obviously a huge difference. That three-point shooting for St. Mary's has to get better. And Sean, if there's one number to me that really sticks out, digging a little deeper, Matthew Dellavedova, 1 assist in the first half. They did what you said Gonzaga wanted to do. Didn't focus as much on Dellavedova's scoring. They wanted to limit his assists. And Olynyk's defense helping out with those screens like we saw in that last highlight. That was a difference maker.
Well, Olynyk, the numbers, 10 points, 6 rebounds. But yeah, you're right. The ability to take away Matthew Dellavedova, and they've done a great job of that. They are hard trapping every on-ball screen, which is why it forced Randy Bennett to actually move him from the point guard position to a complementary part for a portion of that first half. We'll see what kind of adjustments they've made here in the second half.
St. Mary's does have the ball first to begin the second half. Jordan Giusti instead of Page on the floor for St. Mary's because of the injury to Page. Here's Holt, who was the leading scorer for the Gales in the first half.
They're sagging so much off of Mitchell Young. They are double teaming Waldo in those pick and roll situations, so they're not allowing the ball to get down there.
And they're daring Giusti to shoot. He missed, got his own miss, then had it ripped away. That's just good defense from Gonzaga. Hart with the dribble up top. The former walk-on who's starting for the #1 ranked team in the country. Olynyk had nowhere to go on the baseline. Harris over the top. Tough pass, tough catch. Great move.
A different way to enter the ball in, but very similar in the strength and the post-up position for Kelly Olynyk, as we showed you in the opening of our one-on-one.
Dellavedova came up short. Hart played good D and then got the loose ball. Bell open for 3. Good.
What a start to the second half, and Randy Bennett needs a timeout.
Gonzaga fans in huge numbers helping sell out this arena, and they're going nuts. What a start for the Zags in this second half, opening up against St. Mary's.
Investing. Risk includes possible loss of principal.
43-29, #1 ranked Zaga. Excellent start to the second half, and they've opened up their biggest lead of the game. Dave Fleming, Sean Farnham. Sean, take us inside the play.
Well, we showed you in the open how they like to post up high. Watch the way Kelly Olynyk gets to the middle of the key. He doesn't go low on the block as he slips this screen. He sets a screen, slips it right to the middle of the paint. Frees it right here. Look at pushing up the paint. He gives out and clears this area for the over-the-top touch pass, the high-low entry pass from Elias Harris. That's all predicated upon Kelly Olynyk establishing position, pushing up Brad Waldo up the paint, and to get that good angle. And that's something Ray Giacoletti works on consistently with the bigs at practice, and Mark Few talks to his team about night in and night out.
Danger time for St. Mary's. The Gales having all kinds of problems on offense and not slowing down the Zags when they're on defense.
And they're double teaming Waldo. No one's even guarding Mitchell Young.
Holt, jumper, good.
And thank goodness for Holt for the Gales, because otherwise offensively nobody else is doing anything.
Well, and part of the reason why is what you're pointing out. They're not guarding Young and they're not guarding Giusti, so it's 3-on-5 in some ways.
Well, and if you're Mitchell Young, you've got to make him pay for not guarding you. I mean, Elias Harris is just doubling Brad Waldo on that roll every time. High-low again.
Young got beat on defense this time.
Exact same play. I mean, a little bit deeper position that time by Harris, but you see a point of emphasis is to continue to pound the Gales down low on the block. Frustration starting to set in on some of the faces of the Gales players right now.
Hart right on top of Dellavedova. Holt's 3 right side. Got another one. Stephen Holt is playing at a very high level.
Shouldering the load, making it an 11-point game, but the Gales got to figure out how to get some stops. I mean, everything is too easy offensively right now for the nation's #1 team.
Pangos, Olynyk. Couple of dribbles, little up and under move for the Wooden Award finalist.
Sometimes they call him Olynyk the clinic. It's been a clinic on the offensive end of the floor, especially in this half. The Zags have yet to miss a shot that they've attempted.
13-point lead. They've defended the screen and roll beautifully. Juicy three from the corner. In and out. Olynyk saves the ball inbounds. And here come the Zags on the move. Harris, what a quick spin move. Then he dribbled it out of bounds.
He spun baseline, and when he did, I don't think he realized how deep he was on the block. He had nowhere to go right there. And Mitchell Young will go to the bench, and I think this is a great sub for Randy Bennett because no one's guarding Mitchell Young. At least put Bo Levesque out on the floor where you have to honor his three-point shooting ability. It might open up some lanes to get the ball down low to Brad Waldo on some of those pick-and-roll situations.
Still just one assist in this game for Dellavedova. Waldo